VideoGameFan5, aka 50 Luke, and yeah. Oh yeah, I hope you enjoyed this special Luke. You know. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Hello.
So for this playthrough, I'm doing this thing to where part of the music is remix and part of the music is original soundtrack. Basically, in other words, how the game was designed. Basically, in other words, how the game was, designed. When Sonic was yeah, it is a shame that the game is like never gonna get updated. Last time I remember the game was last updated in I don't know, late 2021 or early 2022 after that. Because there are quite a bit of bugs that this game still currently has, especially like Charlie Carnival F3. I do hope that, like I said, that Blue ends up liking this, just another of those guys that I can't talk about, compared to the old Farmer Soundtrack. So because of that, however, be sure to let me know in the comments on stream, chat, whatever you want to call it here, you're going from there, folks. And also, guys, please no trolls this time, please, because previous streams that I did contained a lot, and I mean a lot of trolls. So please, love SpaghettiOs. Your car has been broken into. And I literally mean don't, okay, don't fall, okay, because, the last video I did, reason as to why people were acting the way they were acting is because it said, late 2025, I'm sorry, the title said birthday special, or birthday 2025 special, and I believe people read that and thought, oh hey, haha, it's someone's birthday, because someone's birthday. Because it's someone's birthday. Oh yeah, because it's someone's birthday. Yeah, let's ruin it. I think your day may as well do Sonic Colors Ultimate because the last stream I did contained Sonic Generations via Sonic X Shadow Generations, and so I figured it wouldn't be a good idea for me to do that game twice in a row, and especially considering that I haven't streamed since like I don't know last month. That was when it was on my actual birthday. And I will say though that my birthday did turn out better than it did when I first when I streamed. The reason I'm saying that is because you guys remember in the previous stream I did, there were a lot of trolls everywhere, and so because of that you know, just wasn't all that but thankfully, it did turn out to be better than what it did before. So I gotta give myself credit, you know? Yeah, like I said, please no trolls. Just seriously, trolls, you know, they need to get away. But yeah,
don't fall. There's nothing to land on down there.
I mean, okay, that's somewhat unfair because you can scroll above the front, you know? And what I mean by scrolling is joking around, but you're... Yeah, no, I'm not like I wasn't in the previous stream I did, because that was not my fault. Now, honestly, at this point, it's good that they were little kids. But I do hope that this stream does go by, you know, better. Compared to the previous stream I did. Cause like I said, the previous stream I did, like I said, it just wasn't good. Or at least for the most part it wasn't. And thankfully my birthday did turn out better. You know, that night. I just find it funny with the tail save stuff though, because the tail save stuff is pretty much pointless because even if you manage to lose all of your tail saves for somehow, the game like you'll still you still won't get a game over, making them pointless. Even then, even then, Sonic Colors is not even that hard of a game. Unless you're going for all S ranks, but other than that, Sonic Colors is a pretty simple game in its own right. And I wouldn't really go as far to say it's one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. But it is certainly a fun Sonic game. And I remember way back when in the day, way back when the days, was loved by many Sonic fans, basically fresh, something like that, a breath of fresh air, if you will. So I remember back then people were praising this game, And so yeah, people ended up and crazy. And then like I believe like sometimes or once Sonic Forces was relatively new, sometimes that was when I started to notice the Sonic colors page. I don't get me wrong. I completely understand why. I completely understand why this game is getting a lot of hate. But don't get me wrong, I can understand why. Because this is a Sonic game. This is a Sonic game where the Sonic stories started to not get all that serious, you know? Or at least that's what I noticed, and yeah, I get that. You gotta keep in mind though, guys, that even back, even back in even back in the classic Sonic days, specifically the Sonic games, you know, they weren't taking all that seriously. Heck, I don't even think that the Sonic stories started to get serious until like what, Sonic Adventure 1 on the Sega Dreamcast. So take that as what you will. But even then, but I don't get me wrong, I do prefer, Sonic stories when they're serious. So don't get me wrong on that. I'm not trying to come with excuses for Sonic colors. And thankfully, Sonic Frontiers got better, and also I was trying to jump on the platform. But thankfully, the Sonic story started to get better. Starting from Sonic Frontiers, and yeah, Sonic Frontiers. I highly recommend you guys check that game out. Yeah, is Sonic Frontiers perfect? Heck no. Sonic Frontiers has its own fair share of issues. For example, there are problems in the game, and I've been hearing that the Switch version is worse in terms of that. And you know, the graphics could be better too, but and among other things. And another example of this, the combat could have been a little bit better, but Sonic Frontiers is still a pretty fun game in its own way. It's a good thing that Sonic Frontiers is a good game in my own opinion, because it became to the point where Sonic Frontiers turned out to be a not so good Sonic game like Sonic Forces is, or was, or is. What are you guys gonna call it here? To the point where, and especially to the point where I don't see any potential of it being good, I would have quit being a Sonic fan. I would have. And thankfully, Sonic Frontiers, I ended up liking the game, and I saw the potential of it being good, and I still think it's pretty good too. Sonic Forces, I can kind of, keywords, kind of, I can kind of see the potential of Sonic Forces being good, because, you know, it had an interesting setup. Where, you know, Eggman is taking over the world, and, yeah, where Eggman is taking over the world, and Sonic is stop Eggman, and, you know, yeah, and there's a fancy movie, and all that, yeah, so, you know, yeah, that's really bad, and they did not execute the story really well, and that's why it's on to be a mediocre Sonic game. But then Sonic Frontiers, like I said, it has its own fair share of issues. It has its own fair share of problems, but you know. But I honestly enjoyed Sonic Frontiers, and I would highly recommend to check out Sonic Frontiers, especially since the free update patches that they gave us. Yeah. Yeah, take that as you will. Because, you know, the New Horizons.
Next up.
That the final Horizon thing is all that great. I mean, at least based on what I played of it. And from what I've been hearing is that pretty BS and this game's bullshit. In order to get a chance on finding the true final boss or whatever. In terms of the final Horizon update. You mind though, guys, yeah, they give us additional content for free. Yeah, they came in as free updates. And I believe it was maybe I believe it was like a public DLC or whatever that they had, that you actually had to go to the PlayStation Store, which I believe is the Sonic anniversary thing. But even then, from that, Sonic Frontiers, I thought, well, let's see, yeah, the soundtrack of Sonic Frontiers, I feel like the vocal track is more so specifically undefeatable. And, yeah, some of the tracks, you know, that had lyrics in there that were okay. But I remember one of them being my favorite was the Sky one. Yeah, I thought the Sky one was pretty good. And you know, so yeah, and I thought the Sonic Frontiers had a pretty good story too. And you know, the dialogue I thought was pretty well written too. Alright, one of these days I'm gonna have to find out I thought that was so good. And also, check out the screenplays that I did on it. I'm not even kidding, guys. I would have it.
Uh-oh, that Switch just released some Eggman robots.
My screenplay through on it. I mean, it's not perfect. It's far from it. I didn't go 100% completion and stuff. But I did the best I could to offer the best gameplay experience for you guys. And especially everything else. Several things. Just believe me, guys. I've been a big Sonic fan since I've been into Sonic the Hedgehog since quite positive the early 2000s. I don't know if it's franchise other than, you know, is Sonic perfect? Heck no. Sonic does have his own fair share, especially on some of the optimization departments, especially when it comes to stuff like Sonic 06 and with Deputy stuff, but you know, Sonic has his up and downs. Yeah, like I said, it is a good thing, but like I said,
Uh-oh, that Switch just released some Eggman robots.
All that petty, if you guys want yeah, I can definitely see why people call the Sonic fan base I can definitely see why. Especially, but I can't stress as you know, the constant, and I mean constant opinion changes. I mean, like, let me give you guys an example. like Sonic 3, how that game was loved by the Sonic community, and where some people called it like an underrated,
A pulley just dropped down.
Sonic game. Then I believe somewhere around 2017 or so, that was when people were like, oh no, Sonic 3 was not good this whole time. And honestly, at this point, I'm just waiting for the day when people start saying that Sonic 3 and Knuckles has never been good all the time, and that they have no idea where to go, so therefore, Sonic and Knuckles is bad, and then a whole bunch of Sonic fans agrees with said opinion. Yeah, so don't get me wrong, I'm not even mad. I'm just explaining what I personally think of the situation when it comes to the Sonic fan base. I mean, like, I'm a big Sonic fan, but, you know, I'm just saying, you know, the Sonic fan base, they could be better, is all I'm saying. You know, it's okay to have an opinion on something, but constantly having to change that opinion? Well, and also guys, don't get me wrong, this is not going to be just me ranting. You know, after all, this is, after all, this is, a touchdown. I'm just saying, like I said, I'm just waiting for the day when we're like, oh, Sonic and Knuckles have been a good time because of this. Eventually, what is Sonic a combo game? I'm just saying, because I remember, like, let's just get another example, and then I'll try to be I'll look for this. So let's just use that as an example. Like I said, Sonic Color. We're back in 2020. You know, Sonic agrees that Sonic Color is the great Sonic. So people were like, oh yeah, Sonic 3 is actually a fun game. It's a breath of fresh air, and this is it. And then, which I do agree, yeah, the story in this game isn't all that good, I'll admit, but, and then you had, like back in 2017 or whatever, because I believe some of our Sonic Forces was relatively new at the time, or whatever, and we were like, oh no, Sonic Colors was never good the whole time, because this reason, and this reason, and then, you know, and then eventually it became a common opinion that Sonic Colors has not been good this whole time. And then they also use the Ultimate version as a I don't know, quote unquote evidence. Keep in mind though guys, the Sonic Colors Ultimate is not developed by Sonic Team. It's made by Blind Squirrel Games, which to be fair, I don't think that Blind Squirrel Games is very, you know, pirated, but considering their bad track record. Like, for example, supposedly from what I remember looking up is that they are the same company that developed some wrestling game. You know, they developed some racing game, some wrestling game on the this Fortnite. And it is a terrible port, and I heard overall that, you know, Blind Squirrel Games is not a good company, and at this point I'm convinced that the people of Blind Squirrel Games are literal blind squirrels, because, yeah, look at what they did to Sonic Colors Ultimate. Although in this case, Sonic Colors Ultimate, I do blame it on, well see, it is both the fault of Sega and Blind Squirrel Games, because it is all the Blind Squirrel Games for making this game the way they did, but it is also Sega's fault because they okayed them. They released the game in the buggy ass days, and especially and And also, I mean, we don't even know behind the scenes, if Lensful Games actually genuinely trying on this game or not. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know that. For all we know, Lensful Games actually genuinely did try and find out. They're going to give them much time to work on it. But I'm just saying, I still blame it on both Lensful Games and Sega. You know. But yeah, that's just what I personally think of this kind of situation, you know. In terms of these old opinions. Yeah, like I said, where Sega, where the Sonic community, maybe, what is it called? They go around, using this is an excuse, that Sonic Colors was never good. But yeah, even though the original Sonic Colors was loved by the Sonic community, you know, yeah, and believe me, I should know, because I remember a lot of people loving this game. Or at least from what I remember anyway. And now Sonic Colors is hated by, you know, the community. You know, I'm not saying that every single Sonic game is immune to criticism. Don't get me wrong on that. It is okay to hate a Sonic game. Even a very popular Sonic game. It is okay to hate on games like Sonic and Knuckles, stuff like that. But don't go around constantly changing your opinion. Because as for me personally, opinions-wise, I don't think I really change my opinions that much. Wise, like, you know, the one, you know, the case of the next on Super Nintendo. Yeah, that one. That one I remember, back then. I mean, I still like it. Okay, well, okay, so back then, Mega Man X3 used to be my favorite of the SNES trilogy. Yeah, I'm not kidding, guys. Mega Man X3 is my favorite of of the SNES trilogy, while Mega Man X1 is my second favorite of the SNES trilogy. And basically, then my opinion changed back in 2020, whatever year it was. 2019, 2020, whatever year it was. Where now, my opinion on Mega Man X1 is my favorite of the SNES trilogy, while Mega Man X2 at least stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying, guys. It's okay to change your opinions on stuff. You know, I'm not saying you can't change your opinions on stuff. It is okay to change opinions, you know. But like I said, don't go around constantly changing your opinions on the thing. I'm just saying, you know, don't change your opinions constantly. I mean, like me, like one moment I'll say, oh, Sonic Colors is a good game, and then like the next day later, oh no, Sonic Colors is a bad game, and then the next day later, go around saying the opposite, stuff like that. Oh, like I said, okay, I don't know why I did that, but yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know, and that's what I'm saying, guys, don't concentrate your opinions, like I said, because like I want to make the screen as like I'm just saying like just situations, you know, where like I said we're concentrating, you know. I'm just saying, you know. That's just what I accept. As for me personally, I do like Sonic. I don't really say it's one of my favorite Sonic games. It is still a fun Sonic. It's still fun. Oh, I was getting ready to say, did I just glitch out the game or what? But yeah, that my honest opinion on Sonic Colors, it's a fun game. And yeah, basically if you can ignore the you know the story, you know, the dialogue being childish, you may or may not enjoy this game. And may I also recommend the DS version as well? You know, the original DS? Yeah, the original DS version. A lot of people call this better than the main console version. And I have indeed played the DS version. I indeed have. You know, I have played. You know, I did play the DS version of Sonic Colors. And, yeah, the DS version, it's still a fun game. It's a fun game, you know, it's a nice TV game. It's basically, in other words, Sonic Rush. Yeah, that's basically what Sonic Colors on the DS. It's basically Sonic Rush. And, because compared to the main console version, you can change mission, not mission mode, but mission. In which case, with the mission, you get to use Sonic Thread. That is correct, though. Knuckles and Rouge, yeah, Knuckles and Rouge. You see Silver and Blaze, SBO, Vector, Charmy, Big, Amy, Shadow, and Omega, from my memory serves. And you know, yeah. So, and the DS version, it's a fun little version, and that version also has
Next stop.
final boss fight. The mainline console version doesn't have. That final boss is the motorway. Even then, that final boss that we're gonna see, it's just good. Final boss, and I will first say that the regular final boss is better. But it does give it does give out a little bit more lore compared to you know, on the mainline console version. But I would still recommend the DS version. Would I prefer the DS version or the Wii version? Well, I don't really know. I haven't played the DS version since Sonic 01 now. But I still recommend the DS version of Sonic as well. The DS version is pretty fun. DS game. I actually did recently replay Mario Party DS, specifically the party mode, and where I basically played through all the boards, 35 turns with all mini games. You know, and all the CPU players except the hard. And yeah, the only board I wasn't able to win throughout that replay of the board was the Camus Library one. Yeah, you know the library one. Yeah, pretty fun. I mean, there are some mini games that I find really hard to beat. You know, when you're on hard. Like for example, get the lead out. And another one I also find pretty hard to be on hard difficulty is the go around mini games, because you gotta like you know, doing your stylus around in circles, and if really you can't do it fast enough. I had a fun time playing. Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing through all the boards and hard difficulty. Mario Party, yeah. May I, dare I? Where are you guys calling? Mario Party, yeah, this is the literal first Mario Party game I remember playing. That is correct, folks. And I believe that was way back in 2011, or 2012 or so. I believe that was the same next year. Or 2012 or whatever. Basically the same year when Mario Sports Mix first release came out.
Attention! The anti-gravity toilets on this level are out of order. We are sorry for this inconvenience and hope that you can hold it for another 20,000 light years. Okay. I know this sounds stupid, but I'm actually gonna risk this because it just feels so satisfying whenever I do get it right. Yeah. See? I know that's way too risky to do, but oh, I love doing that. It's risky. It's risky, but when you manage to do it, holy cow, just that feels good. Yes, I know. People will say, oh, that's what she said, you know, jokes, but... I do hope, though, that VideoGameFan5, aka Luke, does show up to the stream, though. Because it would make the things pretty special for him, especially considering that I'm skipping the cutscenes, like I said, except for the opening intro, but that's about it. Because I am also well aware to you guys that the Sonic is not his regular color, or literally it's not his default costume, I guess you could say, unquote. And yeah. And also, guys, for those who are also curious, I mean, my view will comment anyway, so it's not gonna matter. But for those who are curious as well, my Switch 1 is unfortunately having overheating issues. So basically, to those who want to Mario Party and stuff like that aren't really but then again, I don't think I'll be able to do it anyway because I gotta be quiet anyway. The only other way to see myself doing Mario Party stuff on my channel is if I get like some kind of camera or something to the point where I can, you know, use the camera and make it close to the TV as possible, so that we can see and hear on the screen properly. Sonic, what are you doing? Get over there. Yeah, 40 minutes into the stream and we're gonna throw a carnival entry, but yeah. Here's the glitch that they didn't bother fixing. It looks so bad. Because people, what's supposed to happen is
is, see, there is no game. See, what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to see the poses of Sonic's character model. Well, you know, once you land. Here, it doesn't do that because Life World Games got lazy. And all the more reasons why I'm not doing that because people have Life World Games and all this playtesting the games as they did. They were probably going to it looks so bad, like seriously. Like, at first, it looks worse than Sonic Frontiers in terms of talking stuff like that. Like, you know, I don't know, because I don't know. Although Sonic Colors, I still do have my original copy that I got. Yeah, because it is true though, guys. I still do have my original copy. I still have it. And, last time I remember, the game still functions too. Last time I remember, the game still functions. Well, it is actually possible to glitch through this part right there. Or at least, yeah, it is very well possible. Because I actually, if I remember I did manage to do it before, and that was when I had to like restart the stage or whatever. But yeah, I do apologize though, VideoGameFan5, aka Adventure Time Luke, aka Sonic 2 Fans 3 or whatever. I do apologize. I'm making this so late because see, in case you guys are curious, basically his birthday is around like March something, like 23rd, something like that. And I'm doing it now in May. It's a birthday special. I gotta do one for Nick too. And anyway, regardless of course, so I am sorry for doing this one so late. It's just part of it because of laziness. Secondly, because I don't know when the perfect time is to do it, because for all I know, I could get interrupted mid-stream and slash or being in trouble in stream too. I'm just saying. Because look at the stream I did on Sonic Generations, I still didn't know. And look at the comment where I got interrupted mid-stream. And on top of that, my mom's boyfriend called to where I got in trouble. But now I'm doing the best I can to make sure my voice is quiet as possible, so that way I don't tick off my neighbors, though. Because I believe I've only, like, streamed a little bit late at night, like, once. And that was at, like, Persona 3 Reload. Like, I forgot what part it was. But it was specifically the purple mode, which even then, I've only done that, like, once. Even then, with that song, something like that, or whatever. In other words, by the time my voice was really not that I recall anyway. Yeah, but I don't remember any other content where I streamed late at night. There's nothing that I recall.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Please make your way over to the main viewing area where the light speed electric parade is about to begin.
I just wanted to show off with Halo.
Ride is now open. Remember, the hyperspeed ride is now over.
I forgot my stick anyway. Damn it. Oh, okay, good. I was getting ready to say, if that was to knock on that count on the button that
ride is not safe for children under 12 or over 13. It is also not safe
Under
for
12 over 13. So what? Does it mean they have to go on a ride when you're only 13? Speaking of which, you can find them all in Eggman. That's all your... You can find them like all of his Eggman messages or whatever on just respecting Sonic Eggman.
If there is anyone here who has experience
or whatever, and you should go find it, no problems. Or just that's how I remember things. Could be mistaken. That's another thing I guess I could bring up too. Is, you know, the Wisps also getting hate, although that one I can understand too. Because the Wisps say, well, they have overdone it. But, yeah. Gosh, David Hover, now you took me way to the bottom. Well, not to way to the bottom. That's the way it's going, not to the bottom. It isn't, well, actually, then again, never mind. If there's a new way to say, well, it is a thing once you get like or whatever, and then you get 100 things. But that doesn't even matter anyways, because the, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Pretty much reminds me of Sonic Lost World at launch before they fixed it in an update where originally at launch in Sonic Lost World, even if you get 100 rings or something like that, you don't get an extra life. But thankfully, like I said, in some update they changed it. Speaking of which, I think I still have my copy of Sonic Lost World on the Wii. I just can't play it right now because the Wii game had it. It's required. For those who does not know, I don't know. I think like back in 2012 or so, Nintendo and Sega had an agreement to where they only used first game on that being Sonic Lost World, I believe, and the second one being Mario and Sonic at the Yoshi Olympics this decade was going to be no matter what. And then of course, Sonic Boom. That's how we referenced which I think it was correctly because I believe they were going to sing that day. And you know that the kind of control is and I do you know, it goes far to say that Sonic Boom Fire and Ice is basically the best of all the Sonic Boom games. Not really saying much. Yeah, not much nice, but you know, Sonic Boom Fire and Ice, you can tell,
Sorry, I got bored and broke your robot.
Oh, we're using someone else, but I thought it was pretty good. Alright, so 51 minutes in, and now we are into Planet West. Provided the game will stop auto-saving or whatever. Although, if I remember, it is pretty weird though. When you go to
Next up.
coaster, first or second instead of third, there's literally a cutscene where they act as though you've beaten the last boss of the generators when you actually never did. I find that a little awkward. I'll look at this too. There's literally a music pack that's Planet with music. I don't know why that's hey, it's there. I can't really complain because I got the digital deluxe anyway, so it was basically contained. And also as well, you can play the game like what, a week earlier or so. And last time I remember, I was able to experience the game because I was able to experience it early, I was able to experience it or whatever. Sonic Colors. Really was a fun game. Could be better, but still a fun game. I don't know, look, I think if the Wii original was better. Especially from what I've been hearing, from what I've been hearing anyway, is that playing the game on Dolphin is the way to go too. Has not worked somehow. There's also with Autofish there's literally like a Sonic Unleashed Wild, which is like it's not a full one, but in the version basically in other words, basically a version without needing to get without having
I'm on my way.
Emulate it. Which even with that being said, I'm not gonna provide sources, in terms of playing the game or whatever, that's on me. I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do for that. But even then, I did try to get Sonic Unleashed Dream Tile to work on the computer, which didn't work all that well because it said my computer didn't meet the requirements. I think that makes sense. It makes sense though. It makes sense though because my computer is shit. Like heck. And I know for a fact that the computer is shit because it can't even run Persona 4 Golden, which is basically a game that I've been hearing from so many people, or not from so many people, from Reddit posts saying that the game should be able to run on a potato, basically, which means, in other words, that basically means on a shitty computer, a crappy computer, that's what we're gonna call it. And yeah, my computer couldn't even run it. And it was a shame too at the time, because that was when I really wanted to experience Persona 4 Golden, and I still did at the time. Way back when I did re-releases, besides that, or whatever. But I don't remember. I was able to purchase and download the game this time. But in terms of running the game on my computer, that was when I got the message saying that I couldn't, that my system on my computer did not meet the system requirements. But at least my computer can run, you know, like Harry Potter, like one, like, well, at least 1 through 4, you know, the PC version, or at least specifically what little I played of Harry Potter 1 anyway, no, not 1, Harry Potter 4, what little I played of Harry Potter 4 on my computer, I was able to sit down and run of what little I played. I haven't tried Harry Potter 5, but I'm gonna assume that one doesn't work. But I do know the way that I did try out Harry Potter before. And I was able to beat Harry Potter's 1 through no, sorry, I was able to beat Harry Potter on the PC, and I did make it pretty decent on Harry Potter 2, specifically Chambers of Secrets, but you know, on PC, and I did try out Harry Potter 3 as well, you know, just to make sure, and yeah. I gotta find, I don't know, like, I gotta find this kind of thing where I can watch Harry Potter from. I don't know where I'll like Google on later or whatever. If those are curious, no, I wouldn't really call myself like a Harry Potter fan or anything like that. But you know, but I do remember liking Harry Potter, like back then.
Almost made it.
Yeah, like what I remember. I remember enjoying Harry Potter. You know, I do remember enjoying it, especially the ending. The Harry Potter, damn it, I'm an idiot. But yeah, specifically Harry Potter.
Oh, Sonic!
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Yeah, Harry Potter, the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Yeah, I thought that one had a fantastic. But basically, on that one, Harry. Basically, ending of that one, really good stuff. Based on that one, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, they basically had their own and said kids went to Hogwarts. Which, in my honest opinion, is a fantastic way to end off the live-action movie franchise of Harry Potter. And I do remember reading Harry Potter 1, specifically, Harry Potter and the Sacred Stones. What is this, Fire Emblem? You know, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. But due to my, well, piss poor reading comprehension skills, I don't really remember anything of what happened, you know, in the book. Speaking of reading though, I have been rereading the Diary of the Kid franchise ever since I don't know, maybe like a week or whatever. And as of right now, as we speak, I am, as we speak, I am looking at the Diary of the Kid, Harry Potter, or not Harry Potter, Diary of the Kid, and I think it's a fun book. Movie Kid is something that I do consider myself a fan. Unlike Harry Potter. Because I honestly thought of what I remember as of right now. Speaking of Darwin Kid, I also did try out Darwin Kid more. I remember hearing so many bad things about it. So I basically watched it via Disney Plus. And yeah, don't get me wrong. But it is still, you know, the worst of all the Devil May Cry movies, in my opinion. It really is the worst one for sure. But of what I watched of it, beginning to end, I didn't think it was that bad. But like I said, it is still my least favorite of all the movies. And this gets the worst one. I didn't think it was that bad. And I believe the main reason as to why people were hating on those movies, was hating on that movie, especially way back when it first released, was because of the changed actors. But like I said, I didn't really think it was that bad, like I said, but it is, in my opinion, the worst one of all of them. And one thing I will flat out say too, that I thought was pretty, because I believe that was like one of the main plot points of the movie, and I thought it was really stupid. But that was basically the diapers, you know, the diaper thing, and how that basically went all viral. Like, I thought that was pretty cool. And especially, you know, the Greg character was saying, "Oh, it's diaper, it's diaper." I don't know. It sounded more like a kid saying it than teenager or whatever saying it. And then again, I know, Darwin Kid, I know. It just, you know, but I don't know. It just didn't really fit. It just didn't really fit at all. But like I said, I didn't think it was that bad, like I said, but it could have been better still. But if those are curious though, my favorite of the Beverly Hills, no sorry, movie, like the live action movie series, my favorite is definitely Roger Pool. And I know, no, Dreaming 96, which is not appealing. No, not really. Because I genuinely thought that was the best of all the movies. Directed with Dog Days, directed with Dog Days, and the live action, right there with Dog Days and the original Darwin Kid, you know, movies. I thought Project Rules had a perfect balance between comedy and seriousness. I thought it was a really fun movie. Or at least that's what I thought, in my opinion. So that's my opinion on the Darwin Kid series. But in terms of my favorite of the Darwin Kid book series, really so far, I don't really know, to be honest. I guess if I were to pick a favorite, that would have to go to Dog Days. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I guess if I were to pick favorites, I would say Dog Days. Going backwards was a pretty good favorite of the, you know, because Dimension, we got, Dark Age, this is pretty fun book. Oh, it's really good. It's really fun. Nice. Not good, but yeah, pretty nice. But this also kind of reminds me of what my brother, or this case, actually no, my actual brother, yeah. But or not that much of a whatever. Basically, especially back then, kind of music I did play, Sonic Elite on the Xbox 360. My brother was like, and Dominic. Don't just say you like the game because it's a Sonic game. It's like, really, dude? Yeah, then it's like, really, dude? This is a Sonic game. There's not that many of them now like the game or love the game. I mean, look at Sonic. Look at Sonic Forces, like I said, you know? Alright, now here's on to the rehash water. Alright, we're almost done with the game. Well, because there's 2 more planets left. 3 if you want to count the terminal velocity stage.
Next stop, Planet Wind.
Next stop, Aquarium Park. Yeah, I don't really care what people says. I mean, I do like Aquarium Park. Well, except for like maybe like Act 6. The part that helps, though, is the music. That sounds pretty good. Especially the original music. I personally don't remember the stage that I've just
What are you waiting for? Fly aboard the exotic aquarium for a boatload of white fish dribble.
Okay, I have no idea why I jumped. And I like how one of the egg spawns literally jump right into the water. It's like they felt
The
it.
mighty ocean, the creator of life,
Yeah.
realized for your amusement and Eggman's
It's
incredible
not just egg spawns, like those guys are
interstellar
idiots. Oh, come on. Surely better than that. There's only one save file. That is correct. One save file. The thing that is that one original version of the game allows you to have like 6 save files. One and two, the players that wants to go for not falling off. No, seriously, for players,
I can do this
for players
all
that,
day.
For players that want to, you know, that has this one thing where one playthrough is an 80% run, then the next playthrough later, they 100% it, then, you know, they could do that in the original version. On this version of the game, no, it doesn't work that way. And I should know this for a fact, too, because I remember back when this game was, when the Sonic Ultimate was relatively new at the time, or whatever, yeah, you only have one save file, and like, I don't know, I just thought it was really stupid. Just get it on like PS4 or Xbox One or whatever. Just don't get it on Switch because but the Switch version seems to run worse than the original version. Even though both versions of the Sonic Colors Ultimate and Sonic Colors both run the different you would think it would, you know, it wouldn't be that bad. Well, no, it runs worse than the original version of the game. I don't know how that works, but it does. What I'm hearing is that the original Switch version of Sonic X Shadow Generations also runs at 30 frames per second. But it still runs pretty solid. That just comes to show how well optimized they did the Switch version of Sonic X Shadow Generations than they did with Sonic Ultimate. And then again, I'm aware different studios, but oh yeah, this does reminds me as well too, guys. There are rumors going around that we're gonna be getting a Persona 4 remake, and that matter of there's mostly also rumors as well that we're gonna be getting Persona 4 remake via the announcement of the Xbox showcase. And if that does get shown up on there, you bet your butt, you bet your ass, I'd be hyped. Because what can I say, you know? Because what can I say, you know? The Persona franchise, like I said, a lot of times on this channel already. The Persona franchise means a lot to me. And I
I'm not getting wrong, guys. You know, the series doesn't. That's how much it is. So, getting a remake on 4 would be pretty nice, and you'll bet your butt at type. The only thing that would suck about the remake is that basically that would be Persona 4 remake before we even get Persona 6. I mean, heck, at this point, whatever, I don't give a shit. At this point, to me, it's well do the thing where they give us a Persona 5 or Persona 4 remake. Also, let's go back. But yeah, they may as well just give us the Persona 5 remake before we get Persona 6 at this point. Considering the fact that Persona 5 is almost a decade old at this point. Then it will be a decade old sometime in 2016. I'd be all in for a Persona 4 remake for sure. Because like I said, the series is fun to me. But I would rather kind of prefer if we get Persona 6, you know, first, and then Persona 4 remake. Because I do know we're also getting yet another Persona 5 spin-off or whatever, where we're getting Persona 5 Tactica. Which case we're getting Persona 5, Persona 5 I do know they are releasing the console version later, but they are releasing it on mobile here globally sometime in June. That would be my phone, or on my iPad, but that would be because money, it doesn't open on a billion on my iPad.
In the unlikely event of an emergency, please find the nearest escape pod.
Global launch. We're supposed to get Sonic Rumble already at this point. But they decided to delay it again.
Welcome to the exotic aquarium.
Gave us the skill thing as part of an update. You know, that's what they could have done. They could have gave it to us as an update for that. But at this point, the other things, I agree. At this point, I'm convinced that Sonic Rumble, I'm convinced that it's going to come to the same exact way that Sonic Runners did. Where basically the second block stuff with the teeth. Basically, what happens is on that release, where Sonic Runners were that only. Where that only got where Sonic Runners only lasted like a year, and then they started down.
Avoid embarrassing things. Please refrain from arm wrestling the Octobot.
I honestly thought Sonic Runners was pretty fun, and heck, I even got to call as one there is Sonic Runners Adventure, but I do agree with a lot of that Sonic Runners Adventure is not as good as the original one because one is really a little bit structured.
Experience the oddest genesis of the 70s in Captain Eggman's Amazing Underwater Aquarium.
Of what I played? Yeah, of what I played.
what I played a Sonic Run of the original one. I thought it was pretty nice. Of what I played out of it wise, I thought it was good. The Sonic Run Adventure, yeah, I agree with a lot of Sonic things. I agree. The Sonic Run Adventure, that one felt soulless. There is also Sonic Dream Team, and it's a shame that my iPad could not run the game properly. Cause what I played of Sonic Dream Team, I thought it was a pretty nice. It was nice. I thought it was a pretty nice, fun game. And at this point, it would be. At this point, it would be nice, you know, if they were to give Sonic Dream Team like an actual release on console, pretty much similar to Shantae and Sonic Sirens, where that started off as an Apple Arcade exclusive, like a few months or whatever, and then they later released it on like console in like 2020. I thought it was pretty nice that they did that, and that's why I really wish it was the same thing. You know, the reason why I'm saying this too is because, yeah, that is said. It's released on a mobile device first, and then console later. And I also wouldn't mind it. I don't know, you guys, I don't mind it's basically a chapter game, so I don't know how often I would but I could do the best I can. And I think that it's extremely curious, I think that I'm still alive by that. I'm not even sure I'll still be alive but you never know. Like, knock on wood, I don't want to do better. Yeah, Act 6 is the only act in Aquarium Park I don't really care for. That I don't really like all that much. It's literally the only one I don't care for. And that is because you're underwater throughout most of this stage. Compared to the all the other stages. I find it pretty interesting though, these fish basically, they basically give you unlimited air, or at least it's not unlimited because they do eventually come out. And what I mean by come out is they'll eventually lose power or whatever, and yeah. Well, it's basically like the first minute and 18 to 19 seconds was basically me being underwater. Although it could have been out of there a bit shorter if it wasn't that was going the other way. Oh, that lag. Oh, it's so beautiful. And that's Oh, so beautiful. With the interrupt, I don't remember it lagging in that much. And also, guys, I promise I'm not sick either. I promise you guys I am not sick. If I was sick, my voice would have sounded like way different already. Like, I would have been sniffling everywhere and everything.
Welcome to the exotic aquarium. Any water you may notice on the floor is the result of our diligent house-cleaning staff mopping, and not evidence of a dangerous leak in... Oh, heck with it. Run for your lives!
Hey, what do you think Sonic is doing, Eggman / Dr. Robotnik? He is running for his life. Everything he's been doing throughout the entire season, on account like Sonic Labyrinth, doesn't actually Sonic on one at all, because Eggman / Dr. Robotnik, whatever he's called him, he literally gets it. He literally stole like Sonic and replaced them for like these stations or whatever. And because of that basically led to a not so good game. I mean, I think it's more so mediocre than anything else, but it's definitely not all that good of a Sonic game. It's not good. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm here right now. But yeah, Sonic Labyrinth, this is not good. Yeah, sure, just because there's a plot reason as to why something is going on in said Sonic game, it doesn't mean it's okay. Doesn't make it okay. And supposedly, from what I remember hearing as well, is that originally Sonic Colors was gonna have like 2 main acts, well, excluding the boss because bosses don't really count them as an individual act, or at least not on Sonic Colors that I'm saying that. Yeah, this part I never really liked. Compared to how it was originally, yeah, you get to pretty much do that spot on. If you don't do it spot on, you're not able to do the shortcut and defeat him. That's this way. Okay, that was my bad. Okay, good. At least I got a couple of rings, so I should be safe now. Provided I don't get hit like anywhere else. And also provided I don't die because I'm drowning. Although speaking of Sonic games though, I did I think it's done Sonic or whatever. I don't know how I was able to do them on the first try or whatever, but yeah. The game's just on I did beat them 100%. And yeah, still pretty fun as ever. Excuse me, did not mean to burp there.
And also, 1 hour, 31 minutes in, and 21 seconds or so. So, which means, because of that,
Next up.
because of this, we now have this stage on the terminal velocity to go, and then the game is done for the special. Although at the time it is right now, and more than likely would have been on a, I'm more than likely wouldn't even be this part right now if that wasn't cut. That is pretty much the whole reason why I ended this far. Yeah, and they still have yet to fix this part. You literally flip right through frickin'
Please be sure your safety belt is properly buttoned. Please have a
all the reasons why they have yet to fix this. But honestly though, in all seriousness here,
welcome to the asteroid
yeah, this game is not gonna get out for years again.
32%
Everyone's
more
gonna stop enjoying it. Let's be real here. The game was re-released, still wrong. One of the worst years I've ever had. Because I was having but yeah, 2021, that was when this version was released.
Welcome to the asteroid coaster.
And last remember this one was last updated either late 2021 or early 2022. And then after that, they just stopped updating it. I guess they just stopped caring. I guess I wouldn't really blame them because, you know, the game is bulky enough as it is. But at the same time, it's like,
All children. Or big babies.
despite what I said earlier, you know, yeah, the game is bulky, it just makes the game not so good to play. Almost like,
Not what they can hear you scream.
I mean, the fact that it's still good, don't get me wrong, man. The reason I'm saying that is because the reason why I like to play Sonic 06 was because how broken it is. And I wanted to see how these glitches pull off and stuff.
Keep your hands and feet in the car at all times.
As bad as Sonic 06 is, at least Sonic 06, you can like laugh at it and stuff. Yeah, so at least Sonic 06 has a nice for it, because, you know, because of glitches and stuff like that, it's pretty funny. You know, like glitches and stuff. Just like the glitches and stuff, they are pretty funny. Well, Sonic 4, oh yeah, there are glitches. But what glitches actually has are rather boring. Well, Sonic 06's glitches, on the other hand, are pretty funny. Seriously, like literally, Silver shooting you into outer space and all that.
The Black Hole Parade starts in 5 minutes. Attention. Inside the
I think we tried that out. That's the whole thing. Nothing grand.
If you find return it to the lost and found. Thank you.
I remember this still. Oh yeah, there's one I remember really good back when it first came out. There was a glitch on that. I literally pressed X, nothing happened. But there was this
Oh,
little,
Sonic!
okay, sorry. There was this glitch, and I thought it was pretty funny. Maybe it's not that funny. The last I remember, if you like use the spin dash while you're going up that hill. Where you guys like, oh, Sonic will literally go flying up and oh man. I'm very hoping I don't die here. Otherwise,
Possibility of Eggman's incredible interstellar amusement park or its subsidiary. Send any complaints to the inventor of space. Thank you.
okay, so at least I don't have to worry about redoing for the living because now I touch the bowl. Okay, I don't know why the whole new attack did not work for whatever. I don't care what all the same though, because I can remember the very beginning of this stage doesn't have not now. Well, I guess as long as the image shows up, as long as it works properly, I guess I don't care. Besides, I don't know why it's giving me that message anyways, because it seems to me that the internet quality is better than what it was back at the old place, so I don't know why it's doing this. Like, seriously, good lord. So dumb. Otherwise, this is like Black Yoshi or something. Jerky 2 all over again. Dumb. Shit. You know, that kind of thing. Although I would have done it louder than what I did. Mostly though, because I'm like, on the complex, like, I can't really do that shit.
Okay, yeah. That explains why I was going in circles. But hey, at least on the bright side, at least it got a pretty good ending to the song, at least. Good lord, I don't know what the heck that was. Like in terms of that, like good lord. Okay, I don't even care about the rest of the rings at this point. Besides, it's not even going to come through anyway, A is an apple. S is for super. B is for bad but not bad. C is for cool but not that cool. And D is for damn. I did not get a good rank. You know, if it was like Shadow the Hedgehog in terms of the D rank wise. Yeah, I was not even moving the analog stick there. It doesn't matter, the game's more focused anyway. Then plus it's not like the game has lives. That's not what I did before. Okay, matter of fact,
I'm on my
why
way.
should I go back anyway? I clearly said I don't know, didn't let the leave at this point, so why are we trying to go back? Well, I'm an idiot, go forward. Okay, for a second there I got my hopes up because for a while there, my thing that I saw VideoGameFan5, VideoGameFan5, and 3, and all that. For a while there I saw it. I already did that again. Yeah, there isn't much of a point in the but I just do it for the sake of it. Hello, VideoGameFan5 and all that. Welcome to the new. Hope you enjoy your late Tokyo 25 birthday special. You know, I'm well aware that I did that I did it like a couple months later. So, but it is nice for you to tune on into this one, even though it's getting late. But hey, better late than never. Is what they always say. Or so as I can say that. You know, better late than never, as they say. I can say that, you know. Hope it's going through your reload. You know, but yeah.
That should put a stop to this whip draining insanity.
Okay, that frame. That was perfect. Like the way Sonic landed. I don't know. I thought that was funny. I don't know why. I guess I'm just easily entertained like that.
Critical hit.
Because speaking of birthday specials, pretty sure, at least I thought I said that anyways. We're on this room, we're gonna say regardless if I did or not. I do know either way that I'm gonna have to do the birthday special thing for Nick being voiced. I do know I'm gonna want to do his someone being first or so. Yeah, we're almost done with the game. All we have left to do is this stage. No, this act, Act 2, and then of course, well, I'm sorry, the boss, rather. And then of course Act 2, which I barely even consider an act because it's like 30 seconds long. Although, I will admit, I believe way back when I had this, when I first started this game, oh, not really do that much of a good job on that stage. But, you know, I was younger at the time, so I don't, well, I technically consider one me that young, because I must have been maybe like 13 to 14 years old at the time, so, but, yeah, I do remember either way, though, actually gave me some trouble, so I remember. Like, way back when I first played, Sonic Colors, the one I would still say play the version, you know, if you want to build it. If you want to do it a totally different way, you can always just emulate it. But I'm not gonna say what to do in terms of emulating the game wise. I'm not, you know, that's up to you guys to decide whether to emulate it or not. But the original Sonic Colors. But you know. I was just trying to finish getting like a real to just getting the original thing from there. And be at the disc. That is why it is a good idea to save up on the boost at that part.
Time to bail.
Yeah, I agree with Sonic. Time to bail. But no, seriously, it is time to bail because now it is time to defeat the final boss. And unlike what I normally do, a lot of the times whenever I play this, where I just do a bad job on purpose, I'll actually genuinely try here, you know, yeah, just make sure that you boost when you land, and you'll do extra damage. Okay, I don't know how they make sense. Okay. Because if you do manage to getting it, he will do an additional attack. He managed to get hit.
also because I don't know how much you know.
You horrid little hedgehog!
Unlimited colors! Laser, drill, space, rocket, hover, frenzy! Final color blaster!
It's a shame though. It's a shame though that yeah, you know, it's a shame though that you don't get to hear the full Phase 2 music. And also, I don't know how did I get the S rank there, considering that I pretty much aced that. Like, I literally didn't take any damage or anything. Well, not that I care. Because it's not like I'm going 100% anyway. Otherwise, if I was, this game would be even longer. So yeah, I could have beaten this game a bit faster if I wasn't trying to get some of the red star ranks for some dumbass reason. But okay, yeah, so I'm gonna skip the credits because they're long enough as it is. Provided the game will save. Blah 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 blah. Alright, so yeah, that will pretty much about do it for Video Game Fan 5. Sorry, Video Game Fan 5, aka Sonic 2, Fan 3, aka Return Loop. That will pretty much do it for this stream. And,
Critical system failure. Repeat. Next up.
So let's do... Actually, before I forget, I guess I'll go on ahead and change the Sonic's, and change Sonic to his default. I guess it doesn't matter.
I like that. Nice. That looks fancy.
No, it doesn't. It's literally just regular. Ooh, actually, okay, I'll go back on there one more time because I think I forgot to put the boost back to its regular. Let me see. I'm just double checking. Okay, gloves regular, shoes regular, boost regular. No, that's boost regular. Okay, so that was okay. So pretty much everything is okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, even though Video Game Fan 5 didn't really, or
Next stop.
Video Game Fan 3 didn't show up until like very late into the stream. It's better late than never, that's what people always say, and you know, that's what they always say, and yeah. Sonic, no. Don't go left. I'm not even telling you to go left. Sonic, stop it. Ugh. At this point, I'm convinced that my Black controller is pretty much going bad. Because now he's just doing shit, doing stuff I didn't tell him to do. But anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. And if you guys did, be sure to give this stream a like. If you want to subscribe to your channel, subscribe. Subscribe to your channel, subscribe to your video, subscribe to the bell icon, and move on from there, folks. Yeah, sorry, so that way you know what I'm saying. With that being said, let's see if I can find a good raid target. Oh, come on. Now let's go back on YouTube again. Alright, what do we have for raid targets? Ooh, what number 17? Excuse me. In which case you do Mario Party 3. Okay, so I know who I'm rating. In which case, I'll be rating VideoGameFan5, which, like I said, he is streaming, the Mario Party 3, like I said. The thing of it is, though, is, according to what I could see, is that, he's literally the only one worth rating, so... Oh, come on, don't do this to me, come on. Okay, okay, and now I literally, okay. Okay. This is even provided he's still streaming, too. Which he, wait, okay, he still is. So, like I said, that's who I'm gonna rate today. So, with that being said, I hope you guys, okay, so, I'm gonna send me outro one more time, and then I'm out of here. So anyways, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, because if you guys did, be sure to give the stream a like, and also, hi, whatever. If you like watching my, so yeah, if you like watching my guys' streams, so click the button, go and subscribe to the channel, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, if you want to subscribe to the channel, we're going to stream the video, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe and click the bell icon, so if you guys want to stream the video. We'll go from there, folks, and until next time, you can be 96 signing off, and until next time, peace out, everybody, peace out.